Hey, I am doing a Facebook Live right now for a question that was asked, and here is the question. She says, and I forgot her name, forgive me, person that you are. I'd love your personal opinion about selling stuff versus, oh, I think it was Jerry. I would love your personal opinion about selling stuff versus giving stuff away. I really feel funny about selling stuff that is just holding me down. Blessing others should be the main goal here, right? Well, that's definitely something that is personal to everybody. Either you sell it or give it away. Either way, it's going to bless somebody, because whatever it is that you're selling, definitely people are getting it at a much better rate than they would if they got it when it was new. And if they need something and they're getting it at a great price and it's been gently used, then that's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with that. Now, if you positively don't care about selling it because you know that you're never going to sell it, or it's just something that, like you said, it is holding you down and you just want to get rid of it, there's nothing wrong with that either, right? It really is a personal thing. So I think in one way, what Jerry's asking is it wrong? Probably. That's what it sounds like. Like, if it's just holding you down, isn't blessing others should be the main thing there, right? That's really just a judgment call, right? We don't have to judge somebody based on their decision to sell something or not sell something, to give it away or to, put it on the market so that they can make a few dollars from it, right? There's nothing wrong with that either way. So if this is my thing about that though, if you know, like I know, I'm never going to sell it. Never, right? Actually, my daughter put something out. My daughter, Emily, she's living with us, and we had this vintage sink in the kitchen. You know, those kind that are all one piece of metal, and it has like a drain on one side, a drain on the other, and two double sinks in the middle, right? Well, those things are valuable to some people. If somebody wants to do a vintage kitchen makeover, can't buy them anymore. You've got to get something that, was back in the 50s or 60s when they were done. So we were just going to give it away, right? And Emily, she said she could use some money. So I said, you know what, Em, if you could sell this, go for it. And so there's a person who restores them. It's what they do for a living. They restore them and they do, vintage kitchens for people. And they were thrilled to get it. She made $100. I think it was 100. 75 for 100, and this guy got something that you couldn't get if you couldn't get it in the store unless somebody was selling it. So in that case, it was great, right? But if she wasn't around, absolutely, I would have given it away. I wouldn't have thrown it in the dumpster or something like that, because I know that people really do seek after those things. So I would have put it up somewhere for somebody to come pick up. But in the long run, if nobody picked it up, it was going to go, because I know I don't sell things. So like the whole garage sale idea for me is horrible. I tried one once, hated every second of it, actually lost money. People stole stuff, I gave things away, and then the money that we spent on pizza and everything else, it was like, why did I do this? It was so much work. I should have just donated it all. So you know who you are. I have members in my Tidy Tutor world who've taken my course that have made well over $10,000 on their things. And I say, that's wonderful, right? Like one person, his name is Tim, and he had a collection of trains. And he said that if he didn't take the course, what eventually would have happened was he just would have eventually gave it away because of the overwhelm of trying to downsize and get rid of everything that he had, because he was moving and retiring, going out to the West. And he knew that it would just never would have happened. So it turned out he made about $10,000 on that train set. And I have another person in my Tidy Tutor world who I consider a friend now, and she made, oh my goodness, I think it was about $50,000 on collections of artwork that was her mom's. And it was wonderful because they got to enjoy it. The mom isn't around anymore. They got to enjoy it. They got to distribute it to their sibling and their father, who's still alive. And it was, I'm sure for her mom, who's up in heaven, what a blessing, right? Another one of my Tidy Tutor people, she had a dining room set that was in her garage. And as soon as she started with me, she said, I don't know what to do with this because it was my grandmother's and I really loved it. And I don't know, what should I do about this? And I said, well, what's it doing in your garage? And she said, it's just sitting there. It's covered, but it's just sitting there and it's been there for years. And then she found out I said, well, just give it to God, pray about it. And she found out about a friend of hers who just got married. They didn't have a kitchen set. They just bought a house. They had a small family, and she gave it to them, and they were thrilled. It was like a tear-jerking moment. They have Thanksgiving on that dining room set now, and it's blessing someone. Now, would it have been fine if she sold it? Yeah, it would have been. It's all up to you, right? The main thing is get rid of it. If you've got stuff that's in the house that's holding you down that you don't use, let somebody have it, if either for free or sell it, but definitely get rid of it. And if it comes a time that you set a date and you say, all right, I'm going to sell this, and if a whole year goes by and you didn't sell it yet, give it away. Give it away, and then ask God to bless you with abundance, with whatever it is that he can send your way, because you now made room for the blessing, right? You have to remember something too about that. Somebody that got something from you, even if it was purchased and it was a great deal and they were so happy to have gotten it, they may not know your name and they may not know who to thank or anything, but I know every time they use it, every time they think of it, every time something comes to their memory about that, all those size 2 clothes that they were able to get, or that dining room set, or anything that they needed, that couch or something, when they're using it or just thinking back on it, they're sending blessings your way. There can't be anything nicer than that, than to constantly be remembered about something that you really forgot about. But in the energy of things, it's not forgotten. So there's that answer to that question. Now, there was another question asked about crisis cleaning, and so what I think I'll do is I'll do that again tomorrow. Okay, I'll do another Facebook Live tomorrow about what to do when you have family coming or people coming and you need to clean. Now, this is New Year's Day. No, the day before New Year's Eve right now, the 30th. So it could be that person needs this advice now. So I do have a video for that. So what I'll do is I'll share that video for her, so that if she really has a need to get some stuff done and she's kind of in crisis mode, then she'll have that help. But I really do want to talk about it a little bit more, so I'll do a Facebook Live on that tomorrow. So can't say what time it'll be, sorry. So just keep a lookout and either watch it on the real play or watch it on the replay. All right? Okay, so thanks for being in my world. Take care. Oh, and Happy New Year.